You ever have someone look you dead in the eye and tell you you're not good enough, like your dream's too big, too crazy? Yeah, me too. But here's the thing. They didn't break me, they built me. Every you can't became fuel for my fire. Because when the world doubted me, I didn't fold, I leveled up. So let me ask you, what if your biggest doubters were actually your greatest gift? Doubt is just unused belief. Every time someone doubted me, they were showing me where belief was missing. So I took their doubt, flipped it, and turned it into my own fuel. Doubt is just belief that hasn't found a home yet. You ever have someone look you in the eye and say, you can't do it? Or worse, they don't say anything at all. They just give you that look, the one that says, who do you think you are? Now listen, I've had that moment. We all have. It stings. But here's the truth. Their doubt isn't really about you. It's about them. It's their own fears, their own insecurities, their own limits, projected onto you like a shadow. But a shadow only exists because there's light behind it. Doubt is that shadow. And the light, that's belief. You just got to learn to aim it the right way. See, doubt is a raw form of energy. It's belief in disguise. Think about it. If someone says you can't, they are acknowledging the possibility. They're just afraid it's not real. When people doubt you, they handed you the keys to a door they're too scared to walk through themselves. So what do? You take that key, you take that doubt, and you turn it into drive. You put it in your pocket, walk into the gym, back into your studio, into that meeting, into your dream, and you go again. Not to silence their doubt, but to strengthen your belief. Every moment you spend doubting yourself is a moment you're not investing in becoming who you were meant to be. So flip it. Use their no as your now. Watch me. Apply it to your daily life. When you feel that voice creeping in, whispering that you're not enough, pause. Ask yourself, whose voice is that? If it doesn't sound like love, like encouragement, like purpose, it ain't yours. And if it ain't yours, it doesn't deserve to rent space in your head. Take back that space, fill it with vision, with goals, with the quiet confidence of someone who knows the only approval they need is their own, because the only person who needs to believe in your dream is the one living it. So let him doubt you. That's just unused belief waiting for a home. Make you that home. All right. Now go make them wonder how they ever doubted you in the first place. Critics made me stronger than cheers ever could. See, applause feels good, but it's the criticism that makes you grow. Doubters made me sharper, more self-reliant, and damn near bulletproof. I stopped relying on their approval and started writing my own script. You know, sometimes it's the people who doubt you the most that end up handing you the greatest gift, the opportunity to define yourself. When others try to put you in a box, it gives you a reason to bust out of it. And when they tell you who you aren't, it forces you to decide who you are. See, when you face doubt, especially from those closest to you, it can shake your foundation. But here's the truth. Foundations were made to be tested. That's how you know they're solid. When people question your path, your talent, your vision, don't take it as a sign to turn back. Take it as a sign to lean in, double down, and carve your name into the road you're paving. Your identity doesn't get handed to you. It gets built. One decision, one stand, one small win at a time. And the beautiful thing is, doubt can sharpen the chisel. Every you can't is a chance to say, watch me. Every cold shoulder is a reminder to warm your own fire. Apply it to daily life like this. When you walk into a room and feel underestimated, good. That's your cue. Let their silence speak and let your actions answer. You don't need to shout. Just show up, consistent, confident, intentional. Keep showing them without ever having to say a word. Start journaling who you really are, not who the world says you are. What do you value? What do you stand for? What do you want to be known for when the noise dies down? Because when you get clear on that, the world can throw its labels, its projections, its doubts, and none of it sticks. You become untouchable, unshakable. So let doubt be your mirror, not to reflect who you are, but to reflect who you're not. And every time you look into it, smile, because you're getting clearer, stronger, and more you. You don't owe the world an explanation. You owe yourself authenticity. Craft it with care, guard it with grit, and wear it like armor. Because the loudest voice you'll ever hear should be your own, whispering, "This is who I am." And man, that right there, that's identity. Built from doubt, forged in truth. Silence became my power. When the noise of doubt got loud, I got quiet. I learned to trust my own voice. That inner whisper, that's your true compass. Doubters forced me to lean in and listen to myself, and that's where the gold was. Let me tell you something. No is not the end of the road. It's just a detour sign, one that's redirecting you to a path you didn't see before. And that path might just be the one you were meant to take all along. See, when someone slams a door in your face, you've got two choices. You can stand there defeated, wondering why it didn't open, or you can look around and realize there's 100 other doors waiting for you to knock. Heck, maybe you stop knocking altogether and build your own. In life, we all hear no more times than we'd like. Rejection from jobs, relationships, opportunities, even from ourselves when we let fear win. But if you reframe that no as direction, not rejection, you'll start seeing it for what it really is, a compass, one that points to growth, not limitation. Let's bring it into your daily life. Maybe you didn't get that promotion. Maybe someone told you that your idea wasn't good enough. Maybe you failed at something again. Instead of spiraling, try asking yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? What's the alternative route I haven't explored yet? Because chances are that no is showing you a shortcut to your next yes. Look at some of the most successful people out there. They didn't just walk through open doors. They got shut out, told they weren't enough, and still found a way. That's the mindset we need to adopt. Detour with direction, pivot with purpose. When something doesn't work, don't shut down, shift gears. You become unstoppable, not because life says yes to you all the time, but because you've learned to stay in motion even when it doesn't. So next time life throws a no your way, smile. That's a sign you're in the game. That's a sign something better might be around the bend. Use that fuel. Let it push you forward, because every no is a new route, a new revelation, and a new chance to rise. And remember, the road less traveled is usually full of no's, but it also leads to the most unforgettable views. They drew the line, so I crossed it. Every you can't became a map, a challenge, a line in the sand, and I made it my mission to cross every single one step at a time, with purpose, with fire. The world's a noisy place, my friend. Opinions, criticisms, likes, swipes, updates, they come at us faster than we can think. And if you're not careful, you'll start living your life based on someone else's idea of who you should be. That's when you lose your direction. That's when you lose yourself. But here's the truth. Deep down, you've already got the answers. Your gut knows. Your soul knows. Your inner voice. That quiet whisper inside. It's not just random thought. It's you, unfiltered, pure, unapologetic. And if you learn to trust that voice, you'll never steer wrong. See, I've learned that people will always have something to say. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, some will try to box you in with their expectations, their fear, their limits. But guess what? That noise only has power if you give it your attention. The trick is to turn down the volume on the world and turn up the volume on your heart. In your daily life, that might mean choosing a path others don't understand. Maybe it's quitting a job that pays well but drains your soul. Maybe it's saying no to something everyone else thinks is a yes. Maybe it's starting something from scratch with nothing but a dream and a little bit of guts. And yeah, it'll be uncomfortable. You might even doubt yourself at times, but trust me, when your decisions come from your inner compass, the alignment you feel, that peace, that's the real reward. That's how you know you're not just existing, you're living. Now, I'm not saying ignore wise counsel, but there's a difference between wise counsel and noise. One guides you, the other tries to define you. Know the difference. Protect your clarity. Each time you honor your inner voice, you get stronger, more grounded, more you. And the more you trust that voice, the louder it becomes, not to the world, but to you. You stop second guessing. You stop needing permission. You just move with purpose, with conviction. So slow down, get quiet, listen. Your inner voice isn't broken. It's just waiting on you to believe in it again. And once you do, you won't just silence the noise. You'll rise above it. Proving them wrong was never the goal. Proving myself right was. I stopped chasing external validation and started building internal conviction. The goal wasn't revenge, it was revelation. I didn't need them to see it. I needed to be it. Rejection stings. It hits you like a gut punch. You plan, you dream, you put in the work, and then life throws up a wall and says, not this way. And in that moment, it's real easy to feel small, to feel like you weren't enough, like you missed your shot. But here's what I've learned. Rejection isn't the end of the road. It's a signpost, a redirection, a cosmic nudge that says you're meant for something else, something better, if you've got the courage to keep walking. Look back on your life. I bet some of your biggest breakthroughs didn't happen when things went according to plan. They happened when your plan fell apart, when the job said no, when the relationship ended, when the opportunity passed you by, but somehow, some way, you found a better road you wouldn't have seen otherwise. See, rejection sharpens you. It teaches you to adapt. It strengthens your resolve. If you're paying attention, it forces you to ask better questions. Not why me, but what now? Not what did I lose, but what am I being prepared for? That shift in mindset, that's where the magic happens. In your daily life, this means seeing every closed door not as a failure, but as feedback. Didn't get the job, maybe it's pushing you toward work that actually lights you up. Someone walked away, maybe you just made room for someone better aligned with your soul. Got passed over, overlooked, underestimated, good. Let that fire you up, let it fuel your next move. Because when rejection hits, you've got two choices, fold or focus. Let it break you or let it build you. And if you choose the latter, if you turn that pain into power, you'll start to see rejection for what it really is, a blessing in disguise. So don't fear the no. Don't fear the closed door, because the detour often leads to the destination. It's not about getting what you want when you want it. It's about becoming who you're meant to be through every twist and turn. Stay the course, adjust your aim, keep moving forward. Because every rejection is just redirection to something greater. Their doubt revealed my destiny. Sometimes doubt is divine redirection. The world will try to keep you small, but doubt forces you to stretch, to stand up straighter, to step into something bigger. I realized I wasn't made to prove them wrong. I was made to prove me right. The world's going to test you, no doubt about that. People will question your worth, challenge your dreams, try to tell you who you are and what you're capable of. And if you don't have something solid built on the inside, you'll start to believe them. That's where mental armor comes in. Now, I'm not talking about being cold or closed off. Mental armor ain't about shutting down. It's about standing tall. It's about knowing who you are so deeply that the noise outside doesn't shake your soul. It's built every time you keep moving forward, even when doubt's barking in your ear. It's built every time you choose to respond, not react. It's built when you decide that your peace, your purpose, your progress, they're not up for negotiation. See, we can't control every person, every situation, or every outcome, but we can control how we carry ourselves through it all. That's the game changer. In everyday life, building mental armor means you start your day with intention, not with the news feed, not with drama, but with clarity. It means talking to yourself like someone worth fighting for. Because if you don't believe in you, how's anybody else gonna? It also means setting boundaries, not just with people, but with your own habits, your own excuses. Protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. You can't afford to let doubt, fear, or negativity take up space rent-free in your mind. Here's a truth to carry with you, You don't need everyone to understand you. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need you. Anchored, grounded, steady. And that mental armor you're building, it's forged in your choices, in how you show up when it's hard, in what you say to yourself when no one's watching, in how many times you decide, I'm not done yet. So today, when someone doubts you or life throws a curveball, take a breath, square your shoulders, and remember, you've been here before. You've made it through. You're stronger than you think, and your future is still unfolding. Stay steady, stay true. Build your armor, not to hide behind, but to walk through the fire with your head high. Because life's going to test you, but if you've got the armor, you're ready. So here's the truth, my friends. Those doubters, they didn't stop me. They didn't hold me back. They gave me the motivation to rise up, to push harder, and to prove to myself that I was capable of more than they could ever understand. When the world tells you no, you've got the power to turn that no into a resounding yes. Your biggest critics, your loudest doubters, they're just stepping stones on your path to greatness. Now it's your turn. What's been the toughest thing someone said to you? How have you turned those words into fuel for your fire? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I want to hear your stories, because we're all in this together. And if you're ready to take this mindset to the next level, don't miss our next video. Click right here to dive deeper into how you can use obstacles as building blocks in your journey to unstoppable success. Trust me, it's going to push you further than you've ever gone before.